This is the new Simagic GT pedal reactor, but still we have to put this small bugger on the Simagic. And in the process of doing so, of course, we have to stack it against his big brother, the original linear haptic reactor. And immediately there is my first disappointment, the cable exactly the same length. Simagic, please take care of all of us who are not using your pedals. The design of both reactors complement each other and they look well together. But as you can see, the old one looks quite bigger. And I tend to find out exactly how much the difference is. We have only about 5 mm in diameter, but more than 20 in length. But there is another measure much more meaningful that I have to take. The old reactor clocks at 288 grams, while the new one is 151. This is a little unexpected as it weighs more than half of the big one. I was hoping it's a little lighter. The bigger reactor was a little heavy for my throttle, which has stiff spring. I presume most people with softer throttles have even worse issues. Price difference is not colossal at just over 17 euros. Let's connect the GT reactor to the control box and do some quick testing. As a base starting point I will use 25 Hz. This is what I have the big reactor set to. This is the original reactor as reference point. And the small one now. It is able to produce 25 Hz, but it's feeble. Let's bump up to 30. Still far from the strength of his bigger brother. I don't know if you noticed, but the big ones are set to 80% volume. Time to get to 40 Hz, which is supposed to be somewhere around the sweet spot. We are getting somewhere. This is more like it. Let's bump up to 50, which is about the threshold I would use this reactor myself. As expected, this reactor operates best between 35 and about 50 Hz, which is around the spot I will use mine. This, as advertised, makes it useful for clutch and throttle, where either way you don't want such low vibrations as on brake. Now the GT reactor is mounted on my trusty VX Pro pedals, so let's see some action. The throttle in middle setting is not as springy with the added 150 grams, but if I move it to soft setting, you see how the added weight makes it wobble much more than you want to. These are about the highest settings I put on my pedal reactors. Please note these were per channel volumes on motor configuration page. 80 for the big one and 100 for the small one. My effects use less volume than the maximum available. And short summary, big one for brake definitely, for throttle the small one is great, and on clutch you can either choose one or the other. Big on clutch may be an overkill, but why not?